Hey guys, Dave Baggs here, and today I want to talk about Nintendo. Yeah, I want to talk about the Nintendo NX and my thoughts on what I've heard so far with Nintendo's next console. Now, first of all guys, before I get into details in regards to the new Nintendo NX, I want to talk about someone like myself, okay? Someone who doesn't normally play on Nintendo devices and what I would want to see with Nintendo, okay? This is what I would want to see. And maybe, just maybe if my wish came true, I might buy one. But for a long time now, I wanted Nintendo to come out with a console that would compete a little bit with the PlayStation or Xbox. I mean, it doesn't matter what generation we're talking about. It could be the 360, the PS3, or the Xbox One, PlayStation 4. It doesn't matter, okay? Because I've been wanting Nintendo to simply push the envelope a little bit. And look, I know that Nintendo doesn't typically like to compete with Sony and Microsoft. Look, I get it, guys, okay? However, if what I've been hearing is true about the NX, this new console isn't even going to be on par with the Xbox One or PlayStation 4 as far as the hardware is concerned. Look, guys, I've told you, it doesn't matter. I don't care about graphics. It doesn't matter. I've said it thousands of times, okay? But the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 came out in November of 2013, which by the time the NX comes out, it's going to be roughly 3+ years later since the launch of the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So why is the NX not on par with these two consoles when it comes to hardware? Why do consoles that are over 3 years old have more powerful hardware in them than a console that won't be coming out until March of 2017, which I believe that's the rumored date for the NX? And why would people want to buy the NX in this case? I just don't get it. Now, let me give you a quick analogy here, okay? Because I want to make my point a bit more clear. So before a lot of you Nintendo people get a little bit upset with me, hear me out, okay? So let's just say you buy a smartphone in 2017, okay? Wouldn't you expect the hardware specifications and the technology behind it to be better than a smartphone that came out in 2013? You would, and you wouldn't buy a smartphone brand new today with 2013 hardware specs, would you? Don't even tell me you would. You wouldn't. So why buy this underpowered, gimmicky Nintendo NX console? It makes no logical sense to me whatsoever, unless you are such a fan that they could put a piece of crap in a box and you'll still buy it. But look, guys, when a console comes out 3 or 4 years later and can't compete with the hardware that came out 3 or 4 years earlier, I don't get it. It's a problem. And we've seen this time and time again, guys, from Nintendo. And most recently, the Nintendo Wii U, for crying out loud, okay? Because that console came out in, I think, 2012 and could barely keep up with the 360 and PlayStation 3, which those two consoles back then have been out for 8 years or so, give or take, around that time, okay? So why does Nintendo keep doing this, guys? And check this out. It gets even better. What's even worse is the Xbox Scorpio and PlayStation Neo are coming soon, which is even a bigger leap in power and performance as far as the consoles go, okay? I'm sorry, guys, but Nintendo takes 2 steps forward and 1 step back every single time, it seems. Now look, I don't think Nintendo developers are living under a rock, and I certainly don't think that they've been blind to the comments and criticisms they've been receiving over the past 5, 6, 7 years, and many people that are not Nintendo players and that are not Nintendo loyalists simply just want a powerful console that they will play third-party games. Is that so hard? Is that such a difficult thing to ask? Just give us a powerful box and a controller that has third-party support. And go ahead. You can keep your exclusives too. Why not? Yay! Keep Mario. Keep Zelda. That's fine. Whatever. But you know what? Nintendo and their fans, I'm telling you, they're missing out on a bigger experience. I mean, let's talk about multi-plat games. And I'm going to use Titanfall 2 as the example, okay? You guys know, I love the fact that Titanfall 2 is now going to be cross-platform with PC, PS4, and Xbox One. I love it because when I played the original Titanfall on the Xbox One, I kind of felt something was missing, okay? I think it was the fact that the Titanfall community was relatively small with the first game, and I like the idea that Microsoft and Sony gamers are now going to be playing Titanfall 2 to make the community bigger, more relevant, and I wish Nintendo would jump on board and be a part of this and start working with game developers to develop games for their console that are really, really well received by the gaming community. And I know Nintendo's gonna do their own thing, but you know what? I'm actually kind of tired of playing just Mario and Zelda and Paper Mario and Mario World and Super Mario Brothers, 20 or whatever they're on by now. And I like these games. I do. They're nostalgic. But you know what? Get with the program, Nintendo. It's time to move on, in my opinion. I know a lot of Nintendo gamers are probably not going to like what I'm saying here, but you know what? Nintendo had this whole time to develop a powerful, awesome console. And as I said, if the rumors are true, it's not going to be on par with the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, which is sad. Not to mention the other rumors swirling around with this console. Like apparently, it's going to be a portable console, and you can take it with you, and you can play it at home. You can dock it on a station with 2 detachable controllers. I mean, what? It's too complicated. Just make a damn powerful console that plugs into your TV or monitor and have a normal controller with it. Why do they constantly complicate things with their systems? And look, as I said before, it's an overcomplicated, underpowered system that allegedly, to make matters worse, guys, it gets worse in my opinion. It's only gonna use cartridges. What? Cartridges? I haven't heard that word since 1993. Oh, and it's even funnier. This is great. The new console won't even have backwards compatibility either. Now, think about it. That's hilarious considering the console itself is already backwards at launch as far as the specs go. I mean, any more backwards than that, we might as well call it the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo BS. Yeah, because that's what it is. BS. And I just dropped the mic.